Welcome to today's video. This is Derito if you are new to this YouTube channel. So don't mind the voice of the power saw because we are having some timber harvesting. So you're having timber harvesting, that's why you can hear the noise on the background. So today's video I want to talk about the how or why people are considering to move to the village to start life there, because I have realized that many people have this idea of moving to the village, because in the village, as long as you have land, you can lack anything. Be it vegetables, be it fruits. Like for instance, like here we have a pawpaw. So if you want a vitamin C, you can just have this pawpaw here, considering we have several of them. So this land here, we just plant maize. We have some trees like this one here for the macadamia. So we plant some mixed farming in our farm. And also I have realized most of those who have moved to countryside or the village, they do mixed farming here in Kenya. Most of the parts of Kenya, people do mixed farming. So a lot of people have been considering to move in the village, considering that life in urban areas have become very, very expensive. You know, during the corona time or the COVID-19 era, which was in 2020 and 2019, the end of 2019 and 2020, there was a total lockdown. So this led to people going back to the village and realizing that they have left the treasure in the village, because when they went to the village, they realized that they lack nothing as long as they have land. People started planting kitchen gardens, planting their farm, and also cultivating, looking after their animals, like rearing chicken and all that. So if you consider life in the village, it's one of the best, because as long as you have land, in Nairobi or in urban areas, wherever you are, it's not easily to have a land where you can plant anything that you want. You cannot have land to plant like this avocado tree, like this one here. You cannot have land to plant even a kitchen garden. Not only a plant or a tree like this, but you cannot have a place to plant a kitchen garden or your vegetables and all that, or your bananas like this here, or even have small chickens to live. So there have been a lot of misconception about the village life, whereby people consider village life like harsh. I don't know where the beliefs come from, but to me, I feel like village life is kind of therapeutic, because it's very cool. There's no noise pollution, there's no air pollution, and that the fact that it's also productive in nature, because you can plant a lot of varieties of plants, and then they'll have the benefit of either you sell them or you consume them as the meals of your daily life. So how do you think about that? How do you think about the village or the countryside life? How do you think about it? Do you think it's a good idea, or can you choose to live in the countryside? Let me know in the comment. So actually this is Africa. This is Kenya, Africa. And this is our motherland. And this is where we call home. This is where we call home. We call the village life. So most of the time when I'm free, I visit my mom here in the village. Because I love the vibes of the village and how the nature is all about. So the question that I'll put here is that, will you come back to the village? You can see we are having some maize. They are drying up. Will you consider, we have a lot of avocado trees. This is also avocado tree. But this here, this is a male pawpaw. It's a male pawpaw. So this here fertilizes the other one that we saw there down. So that's how it goes. So whenever we have a male or female pawpaw, we must have a male pawpaw nearby. That's how it works, so that you can pollinate the female pawpaw. So this is another avocado tree. And also this tree, the things that we have put on our avocados that attract the what do we call, the insects that affect the avocado tree. So also this avocado tree can be served by that thing. So thank you very much for those who have been watching my videos. I really appreciate. And if you have not subscribed to this YouTube channel, kindly subscribe. And this channel is about the lifestyle and all that. So a lot of misconception about the village life is the things that I was saying harsh. And these harsh things are like electricity. You'll find that there are places that lack electricity. There are places that don't have internet connectivity, poor network, mobile network, and also poor access loads. So those are the disadvantages of rural areas or countryside, and this limits people from going to the countryside. But again, I think it's also a good idea to have what we call off-grid. You can have solar for your internet connectivity, not electricity activities. You can put the solar system, which is an off-grid, because I know most of the parts of Kenya, maybe they have that challenges of electricity connectivity. And another thing is about the loads. The loads are very poor sometimes, but nowadays, because of the county governments, they have been trying here and there to put the loads to be weathered loads. Although it's not tarmacked, but it's a weathered load. The loads that will have tarmac with what we call hardy cores, malams, and all that. So that's all about the village life and how I feel like village life is kind of a vibe. And yeah, if you're there, if you want to consider going to the village, don't doubt yourself. You can just go and start life. You can just start small. You can start constructing a house, then you do some, what do we call, some farming, little bits farming, rearing chicken, having some cows and all that. And actually another thing is that there are those who are coming from outside the country. They went to up country, or they went to outside the country, and now when they come back, they consider going to the village or life of the countryside. So that's how life is. So if you are there, and actually if you're not necessarily you go and stay in the village, because I know sometimes the opportunities that you have in the urban areas, you cannot see them in the village. So you have to consider. You can also, if you have idle land, you can start planting some fruit trees, so that they can be your benefit, so that you can either sell them and all that, like planting avocados, planting macadamia. You know, each and every region has those tree plants or the fruit plants or the fruit trees that work well in their soil, because we have different types of the soil. So you can just consider doing that if you have land which you are not using it, right? So how do you think about the village life? Just comment there below and let me know. So thank you very much for those who have been watching my videos. I really appreciate you. Please kindly subscribe. Actually, we put these things that we give the cows. See the dry stalk of the maize? That's what we do. We give the cows, you can see. Yes. It's really enjoying. Subscribe and like it. I'll end this video here till on the next one. Bye bye.